Gemini, thank you so much for joining me for your January 2017 reading. I'm Lorien, and I'd like to take this time to thank you so much for subscribing and sharing, liking and commenting. I really truly love all the interactions with you guys, and here's hoping that 2017 January starts off with some good news for you. So this week, or this month rather, we're going to be using the Archangel Oracle deck by Lorien Virtue. And also I got gifted the Fairy Tarot by Lorien Virtue too for Christmas. So this is going to be something that I've done a few readings, personal readings too, with these, and they have come up very accurate for them. Let's see what January has for our Geminis. And I have Gemini Moon, so... Oh, and I'll take this time to remind you as well that this is a general reading for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. So you can get a full picture by looking at each one, but you can also get a personal reading from myself directly for you by going to the link below to my website. And if you are interested in a personal 2017 year overview, so a full 12 months, they're now 50% off, half price. I think it's £20, and maybe that's probably about $25 or something. So check the special offers tab there to grab that reading. And you can also join me on Patreon for more rewards such as rune readings. I'm going to start doing them, as well as crystal readings beginning in the new year. Okay, I feel this is right for Gemini. Ooh, nice. Not had her yet. Very good. Okay, just going to pop you there. Nice. Okay. Oops, sorry. No way really to put this, but I'll move these down slightly just so we can get them all in a line. You have great cards, Gemini. Let's have a look. So we have the Princess of Winter, we have the Ten of Winter, we have the King of Autumn, and we have Strength. For me, when I'm looking at all of these, it feels as though you're going to be more sociable this month. Now, I'm not saying that Gemini typically isn't a social sign. In fact, it really is. But I feel your communication is going to be on a high, generally. I do feel that you're going to be quite vocal. Maybe in some certain things that you weren't vocal about before. You're going to take a stand against some things that maybe you didn't like. You're going to be speaking up against things. And I think also you're going to be more committed to your goals as well that you wanted to achieve this year but didn't quite, in 2016, but perhaps didn't quite get there. It's not necessarily saying you're a failure, quite the opposite. I do feel though that you may want to try and get some focus back, which is very good, I think. Whatever has held you back over the last 12 months, you're going to overcome that now, and you are going to put more resolution or resolve into your goals for this year. So we start off with the Princess of Winter. Now, if this was a person, she would be inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and a bit undiplomatic. However, I feel this is more to do with communication. In many decks, in many modern decks, it is about internet communication and phone conversations, emails, that sort of thing. So I feel that you could be starting to maybe delve a little bit more into that sort of area, communicate more in written word, or maybe that's where you feel comfortable in how to do your arguments or getting your point across. Similarly, I also feel that you could be maybe just wanting to look more into how you present yourself that way, maybe how you write things differently, because we're still going to be, the first week of January, we're still going to be in Mercury retrograde. So this is very important for you to take into consideration. People may not take your word for it, or they may not take what you're trying to say the right way. So I feel that you are going to be speaking the truth, but as this says, you're going to speak it with kindness. Interestingly, this card also indicates an indigo child or adult. So if you were born around the 80s, it could be indicative that your presence of mind and your communication, that you want to break down the door for certain things, that could now be coming into light for you, because that's what indigo children are all about. They're all about actually setting the stage for the revolution, basically, and we all feel that there is a revolution, kind of a change of thinking, different things coming through, just on the tip of the iceberg here. So this could be really interesting. And we have the Ten of Winter. This is basically a culmination of, I think, the last year. So this is a resolution of difficulties, the weight lifted off your shoulders, at the end of an addiction or codependency. I actually feel that this is more like you feel like you've got rid of a burden within yourself, and you feel perhaps that you have finally overcome something that was dragging you back. Maybe a person was dragging you back slightly. But I do see that you've overcome whatever barrier it is, and you've healed as much as you can for now, and you're actually going to seek new pastures. You're going out of winter now. I know it's silly because we just got into it in the Northern Hemisphere, and certainly if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, this is not for you necessarily. But it's for me. I don't know whether you can see because there's a slight yellow tinge for some reason. This is all like snowy, and then over here is clear. It's passing. Whatever phase you're going through is passing. You are shedding the snake skin, you're coming back, and you're now feeling freer because of whatever this is. So the King of Autumn comes in here. And if this is a person, it looks a bit like Thranduil, actually. They have used Thranduil. They've used Thranduil's face. Okay. Basically, this particular person comes through with a very certainty. They come through with a certainty. And it could be you, really focusing on a decision or a standpoint, and you say, look, this is what I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I stand for. So this also is be assertive when it comes to what you know is right, everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. I feel this is less for your career and more for you as a moral person and a spokesperson, and getting your voice off the ground, even if it's your family and you're sick of actually pretending to them that you're something that you're not, or you're pretending that you're okay with something that they've been doing. Now is the time that you're going to say, actually, no. Also, I feel this could be for some of you, Gemini, that a helper's going to come in. A helper may come in and actually help you get projects off the ground, but I feel this has to come very naturally. Okay, Strength is the last card for January, and this basically, I love this card. It's basically got a duology. We've got the Lion and the Lamb. There's strength in both of them. There's an innocence and there's a toughness here, and I feel that it can give a bit of perspective in what people need to see, because a lot of people do imagine that the lion has all the strength. But to be honest, if you look at documentaries with the lion, the male lion just lies around. That's all he does. So the lamb has got a strength of energy, of innocence, of joy, of pushing up and down. So it could be a balance between the two. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to enhance and embrace how wonderful you are. It's basically, I think this is kind of it. You're culminating over the general sense of, this is it, this is a phase ending, I'm going to rejuvenate now, I'm coming into pastures new. This is taking a stand to what you want to do, and this is also saying what you want and choosing your words carefully. So this is definitely something that you may be forgiving somebody, or you may be standing up to somebody, and you're able to move on because of that. So it's a very complicated January for you, but I feel the layers are going to give way to something very beneficial. Okay. See what's the cards want to see. Oh, hello. You've got two here. Brilliant idea and chakra clearing. Nice. So, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Take action to bring your idea to fruition. Could be a solution for you. And here it says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. I think this is maybe the tail end of cutting cords and the tail end of healing things that may have plagued you over the last universal 9 years, because we're going into the universal year 1. This is very important for a lot of people, and I feel that you are now starting a new era. So this is going to be incredibly personal for you and prosperous, I think, but you may have to just kind of dig your heels in to some areas that you really don't feel like you want to let go of. Your idea is sound, you're very creative. I feel that you just need the patience and take a leaf out the Lamb's book, joy as well, to make that come about. Basically, you need to apply yourself every week, if not every day. And certainly if it's every day, not every minute, because you need time to yourself. But this is a great reading for you, Gemini. I know it seems a little bit heavy, but it is more freeing. It's not necessarily a negative, impactful reading. And I do wish you the very best of January. Let me know how things go, because I would absolutely love to know in the comments as to how January is treating you. And of course, if you want a reading from me, just click on the link below and it'll take you to my website. But I really do hope that this year is a big change from last year. Best of luck and speak to you soon.